Hey guys, welcome back. I'm doing another speed build today. This time it's gonna be a traditional Chinese house. It's actually inspired by a game trailer that I happened to saw it in my Steam Discovery queue. It's Gazebo 3 and it's a RPG game. I'll link the game below if you guys are interested. But anyway, I didn't play this game. I just happened to saw it. Here's the photo that I was inspired by. It's not exactly similar, but I guess the vibe is there. I did this house with just the Seasons pack, one of the favorite packs in The Sims 4. Now I'm doing the roof part, which is quite easy because it's only like one piece. And then I didn't expect the windows from Seasons to come along so well with the style I'm going for. And yes, I've used a lot of columns everywhere in this build. I've not only used them in the exterior but also a lot in the interior because I want to use the columns to separate the interior. I was actually trying to do something different in this build, like trying to make the entrance on the sideway. You can see I'm not doing the wallpaper and the floorings. I struggle a lot in matching the wallpaper, the floorings with the fence and the column because they just don't match at all. They are all different shade of wood color. And then I place a lot of these lights everywhere because I feel like the dark wooden wallpaper kind of makes the whole house looks very dark. Then now I'm doing this gazebo thing because like I feel like a gazebo and a pond is kind of like a must for a traditional Chinese house. I mean in those fancy houses. I think the inspired photo also have a gazebo probably on the other side of the house. Then I built this pond before the pond updates came out for the cottage living. So I did this pond using the old method, which the shape is so irregular because we need to like draw our own shape and I need to use those stones to cover up. But I still think this pond looks nice. It's a bit small, but I'm not quite sure how would it look with the new pond updates because the new pond update is like making a terrain there. Initially, I thought of doing a wraparound dig around that gazebo, but it didn't pull off well, it didn't look nice, so I just maintained that small one in front of the gazebo. Because I feel like the pond in front of the gazebo gives that chilling vibe, but probably with the components of a lot of mosquitoes. Then now it's the stairs because I can't really find those really old style double story Chinese house. I have like totally no idea where the stairs goes. Do they even have second floor? But I feel like it's more of an outdoor style, so I just put it outside. Then I was watching this Back to Field season 5 at that time. It's a variety show about living some cottage living lifestyle. I'll also, of course, link it below if you guys want to watch. I didn't manage to finish the whole season. But what I want to say is that I got inspired from this variety show to have this outdoor kitchen, a separate building from the main building. And this separated kitchen is more of an open concept. It kind of looks like some outdoor kitchen. But one of the best thing about this concept is that because it's a standalone building, so the whole kitchen is so large and I can like place a lot of countertops and of course a lot of kitchen clutters on these countertops. So this is the original layout of the house that the layout has all the bathrooms and kitchen inside. So I decided to change the whole layout and I'm like moving things around to figure out a new layout. Then I also got this inspiration from that variety show that I mentioned earlier that there are feature in the living room which I find it quite interesting, so I did the same thing here. I feel like this living room is not that big, but the fact that it actually fits a lot of large furniture, as in like a lot of sofas and that big coffee table. So the second floor layout I didn't really change much, where there's a large common area in the middle and there's two bedrooms at both sides, so I kind of remain them. You know what? I think I perfectly defined the definition of waste of space because there's only two bedrooms, but there's two living rooms and three bathrooms. Comparing to the large living room, I think the study area is really small. It's an open concept study area, but it's slightly closed off by the divider and a platform. And would say it's a really tight squeeze because I even fit a bookshelf inside. The walking space is so limited. You know what? Don't make us too much Sims walk around in this study area. Then the kitchen was supposedly to be indoor at beside the living room, but I just changed it into an bathroom, which is the only indoor bathroom. And I would say this bathroom is quite fancy. Oh yeah, I didn't use curtains on this house. I used a lot of those blinds instead, and then I put curtains on the door. The second floor concept is similar to the first floor, but I didn't put doors to the living room. It's more of using wall partition. The doors to the room are hid behind the living room with a narrow walkway separated by the walls. I'm trying to make it more separated with the gas area and make it look more private. This is the old traditional living room vibe that I'm going for. It's more like a drawing room, the room to entertain guests. There's actually a specific way in how they sit, like how people sit inside a meeting room. So, like, the host would, of course, sit in the middle, and then the other guests would sit according to their seniority. Sadly, the two bedroom upstairs won't have their ensuite, but there's actually two more bathrooms beside the open kitchen, left and right of the kitchen. One is accessible from outside, and the other one will be accessible inside the kitchen, where the Sims need to enter the kitchen before they enter to the other bathroom. I kind of like that it's set up this way. And I think the other bathroom could be turned into some other utility room, such as laundry room, because I don't think this house really need that much bathrooms. This is a time where I think a chess table is a must with this build. Like, not only to have some things for the Sims to do, but the chess table literally fits the style that I'm going for. Seasons come with a flower arrangement, and I wanted to place this out where then I feel like doing a working area at the side of the house, putting on some woodworking table and the flower arranging. Also put the swing on the other side and fill it up with lots of landscape. It's the first time for me to go full swing or all out on landscaping. I put lots of landscaping around both sides of the house. I don't usually do that, mainly because I don't know how to combine all these landscapes together, making it nice and less repetitive. But now I'm going through the decoration items to fill up the space. And now I think about it, I should probably put some upper cabinets to make it feel more occupied. Then I even add more counters just to put more clutter items. This is the bedroom. Hey, do you guys see it? I just realized that I misplaced the tissue box on the floor. Anyway, these two bedrooms are really large. It's totally fine to split it into more rooms considering that we have so much bathrooms, but I'm not sure where the door should go. Okay, we can just figure it out. Anyway, these two bedrooms have the same things, but at the most least I tried to place them differently, making it not so similar. Oh, I did pick up the tissue box. Then it's actually nice and fun seeing a house full of lights at night. I put them at a lot of places. I try to put them at like every possible places. By then our simoleons are almost finished. Not that I want to set a budget constraint to this house. I just don't want it to be too expensive. So lastly, I'm going to just roll over some screenshots. Thank you guys for watching.